Good morning, boys and girls. You should have already listened to and read the story Henri's Scissors, which is all about Henri Matisse, who used painted paper that he cut out into abstract organic shapes that were gigantic collages. Now, a collage is when you have lots of cut paper or different things that you put together, smaller pieces to make one bigger picture. And our project today is going to be a collage. But we're going to start out by reviewing and going over the two groups of shapes, organic and geometric. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my camera down and hopefully you'll be able to see my workspace. All right, so first, geometric shapes. Everybody knows geometric shapes. All right, you learned geometric shapes when you were little bitty. Circle, square, triangle, all of those things. And geometric shapes, one important thing to remember about them is that you can measure them. They have definite measurements and they often don't appear in nature. And one way that I always tell students to kind of think about it are these the shapes that we see in math and that we use in math. Now, organic shapes are like what Matisse used. And these shapes are often abstract. If you remember, abstract means that you look at it and you're not quite sure what it is. You're not sure what the name of it is. So organic shapes are also often flowing and curving. They're also associated with things in the natural world like plants and animals. So here we have kind of this abstract flowy shape. A heart is an organic shape. An apple that's found in nature is an organic shape. And then here's two more just kind of abstract shapes. So what we're going to be using and focusing on is organic shapes like Matisse did. All right, so for our project, let me put this out of the way. I have my paper here. You're going to need some glue, whether it's stick glue or regular glue. You're going to need some scissors and a pencil if you want to use a pencil. All right, and then we're going to need some different colored paper. All right, so colored construction paper. I have a bunch of different scraps that I just kind of pulled together. And if you don't have colored construction paper, you could use different colored Post-it notes if you wanted to. There's also one other way that I'll show you at the end as well. So you're going to get these materials and you're going to be cutting at least 10 different organic abstract shapes, okay? Sometimes it helps if you draw the shape first. We don't want them itty bitty, we want them bigger. And you can draw your shape on there, just like that, and then you can cut them out. And so I want you to go ahead and cut all your draw and cut out all your shapes first, and then make a pile of them. If you only have one color of construction paper, that's fine. So I am going to kind of cheat here a little bit. I've already cut out a bunch of shapes and I have them in a pile, okay? And then what you're going to do once you have them all cut out is you're going to arrange them on your paper. So let's see how I'm going to arrange these. I'm going to put them so, I kind of like what they look like. A lot of times Matisse made kind of these really cool borders on his paper. So I think I'm going to put those there, and then I have some abstract shapes here. Your shapes can combine together. They can overlap, which means one might be on top of the other or cross over the other, kind of like that. So it looks like one is on top and one is underneath. And like I said, I want you to use at least 10 different shapes. You can use more, but you just kind of keep arranging them until you get them kind of in a space how you like them. I think I'm going to do that one that way and move that down. Okay. I also cut a circle and some ovals out. Now, though a circle and an oval are geometric shapes, but they kind of have curves, and so I kind of wanted to use them here also. So I'm going to just put a bunch of little ovals in little spots, just like that. And I think I like that. So the next step then is to go ahead and glue. Now remember, if you're using liquid glue, what do we always say? We say just put a dot, not a lot. That's little bitty. We don't want it to gush out underneath, okay? And so you're just gonna put a few dots on the back. It doesn't take very much, and glue all of your shapes down. And then once you're done, you're going to take a picture of it with your laptop, and you're going to fill out your exit form. You must fill out your exit form to turn in your project, and then attach your photo to the bottom of the exit form. Now, what if you say, I don't have colored construction paper? Well, I did say that you could cut your shapes out of Post-it notes that are different colors if you have that. But let me move this over. You can also use just white paper. And so what you can do is get your white paper, and you can draw your shape, whatever shape it is. And before you cut it out, if you have a marker or a crayon, you can do a really, really thick line, and you can cut it out so that you can still see that colored line, just like that, so that when you put it down on your white paper, you can still see the shape. You could also color it in as well with markers or crayons, so you get different colors also. So there's a couple different ways that you could get your colored paper. All right, so I'm gonna flip this back up for a second. Hello, there we are. So remember that today we talked about organic shapes and geometric shapes and a collage. And so I want you to now create your collage like Matisse by cutting your paper, gluing it on, arranging it, and then showing me what you do. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Peace out.